Good evening, and welcome to the West River Moderated Union Education District 2022 annual meeting. I'm glad you could attend this year's informational meeting. My name is David Lebo. It is my privilege to serve as your education district moderator and will be the moderator for this meeting. This meeting is being recorded to be played on Comcast channel 1085 in the future, Brattleboro Community TV. Before we begin, I'd like to review some instructions on how to participate in the meeting and the meeting guidelines. When joining, please mute your microphone. If you are joining by phone, use *6 to mute and unmute. Please make sure your name is correctly displayed on the screen so you can be called on correctly. Use the rename function to make changes before the opening of the meeting. If you wish to speak, use the raised hand function. And if you are joining by phone, use *9 to raise and lower your hand. I will call on participants as the hands are raised. The chat will not be monitored for questions. I will call on your name or the last 4 digits to allow you to speak. Please unmute yourself and identify yourself and your town. After you're done speaking, please mute your microphone. I would like to remind you that this is an informational meeting to answer questions related to the warrant articles. We are not voting on any articles tonight. There can be no motions or amendments. You cannot change the articles. This is purely an informational meeting. Please ask clarifying questions about the warrant articles. To keep things moving, although they probably will move pretty fast, I will allow the speaker to speak once per article and not more than twice. When we discuss an election, I will allow candidates a brief introduction and background if they'd like. Campaign speeches will be deemed out of order. The election on these articles as written is tomorrow, Wednesday, March 23rd at your respective polling places, beginning at 7 a.m. in Townsend, 9 a.m. in Brookline and Newfane, and 10 a.m. in Jamaica and Windham, with all polling places closing at 7 p.m. At this time, I would like to introduce the West River Modified Union Education Board, and I'll just follow my list here. Al.
Good evening. I'm Al Clausen, and I am the board chair.
From Townsend. Joe.
I'm Joe Winrick, and I am the board vice chair, and I am also from Townsend.
Mike
Foley. I'm the at-large member, and I'm also from Townsend.
Ann.
Hi, I'm Ann Connor, and I'm a member for Jamaica.
Dana.
Dana West, representing Jamaica.
Leanne.
Hi, Leanne Gilson. I'm the representative from Brookline.
Crystal.
Hi, I'm Crystal Corview, and I represent Windham.
Emily. Ken. Drew.
Drew Hazelton, at large, so I represent all of the kids in the community.
Lindsay.
Hello, I'm Lindsay Bertram. I am representing Newfane.
Are the student reps here? Abby? Or Ansley? No? Okay. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank the school board, the teachers, and the employees for all the hard work they do for our towns. And I now call the West River Modified Union Education District 2021 annual meeting to order. The legal voters of the West River Modified Union Education District, the district, comprising the voters of the towns of Brookline, Jamaica, Newfane, Townsend, and Windham, are hereby warned and notified that due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Board of School Directors has determined pursuant to the provisions of Act 77 that all articles of business, Articles 1 through 11, for the 2022 annual meeting will be voted by Australian ballot on Wednesday, March 23rd, 2022. at their respective polling places beginning at 9 a.m. in Brookline, 10 a.m. in Jamaica, 9 a.m. in Newfane, 7 a.m. in Townsend, 10 a.m. in Wyndham. Polls will close in all such towns at 7 p.m. on the following articles of business. And if there's no objection, I won't read the whole warning. Hearing no objection, Article 1, to elect a moderator. Any hands? Discussion? I am the moderator. If you want to write me in, I'd love to do it. If somebody else is interested, that is fine. Where is participants? There we go. Okay. To elect a clerk, Article 2. That is Sarah Wiswall. Sarah, want to say something or not? No? Hi, Sarah. Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Article 3, to elect a treasurer. That is Rick Hagee right now. I don't believe Rick is here. Okay. Anybody want to speak to the treasurer position?
I'd like to speak to that.
Go right ahead.
Rick has made it known that he is not interested in running. So I think that's important for the public to know.
Thank you. Okay. Anybody else speaking to the treasurer position? Seeing no hands. Article 4. Shall the voters of the district authorize the Board of School Directors to borrow money in issuance of bonds or notes not in excess of anticipated revenues for the next fiscal year? Any discussion on Article 4? Seeing no hands. We'll move on to Article 5. Article 5. Shall the voters of the district approve compensation to the current officers for their services during the fiscal year 2023 in the following amounts? Moderator, $250. Clerk, $2,000. Treasurer, $2,000. Would anybody like to speak to Article 5? Seeing no hands on Article 5. We'll move on to Article 6. Article 6. Shall the voters of the district approve compensation to the school directors for their services during the fiscal year 2023 in the amount of $1,000 per directors and $1,200 for the chair of the school board? Any discussion on Article 6? Seeing no hands on Article 6, we will move on to Article 7. Article 7. Shall the voters of the district set the date of the 2023 annual meeting as the fourth Tuesday in March? Any discussion on Article 7? Nobody wants to complain about the mud? The third Tuesday in March? Okay. No hands on Article 7. We'll move on to Article 8. Article 8. Shall the voters of the West River Modified Union Education District, the district, approve the school board to expend $12,915,000 for grades pre-K through 12, which is the amount the school board has determined necessary for the ensuing fiscal year. It is estimated that this proposed budget, if approved, will result in education spending of $23,763 per equalized pupil. This projected spending per equalized pupil is 12.4% higher than spending for the current year. Any discussion on Article 8? Raise hand or *9 feature. Seeing no hands on Article 8, because the board does such a good job disseminating the information. Excellent. We'll move on to Article 9. Article 9, to elect one at-large school director who is a resident of the district for the remaining 2 years of a 3-year term. That at-large position is currently held by Drew Hazelton. Would anybody like to speak to Article 9? Chris.
Yes, hi. Sarah Webb was unable to attend tonight. due to a commitment, but she is running as a write-in candidate for the position. And she's from Brookline.
Brookline. Thank you.
Yep.
Sarah Webb from Brookline. Any other hands? Drew?
I am also running as a write-in candidate for the remaining 2 years of the appointed term.
Excellent. Any other hands on Article 9? Any other discussion? Seeing no other hands, moving on to Article 10. Shall the voters of the West River Modified Union School District authorize moving the operational surplus, if any, from fiscal year 2022 to the Operational Reserve Fund? Any discussion on Article 10? Well, seeing no hands on Article 10, do I move on to the closing that quickly? We have other things to do this evening. To see no further business to come before this annual meeting. Any other business? Anything to say? Anybody? Again, I'd like to thank the school board. Oh, wait, those are actual hands. Al, go right ahead.
Mr. Moderator, you did an excellent job tonight, taking us through this. Very thorough. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, Al. Sarah, do you want to say something?
Yeah, just the correction that we changed the opening polls in Jamaica to 9 a.m. So you can come in at 9 a.m. to vote.
Okay, that's in my closing too. So now Jamaica, you said is 9? Okay,
Yes, Jamaica.
Jamaica too, got it. Okay, anything else to come before this meeting? Seeing no other hands? Again, I'd like to thank the school board, the teachers, and all the employees of the district for all you do for our precious children, right? I haven't said that very much. Again, don't forget to vote tomorrow, Wednesday, March 23rd, at your respective polling places, beginning at 7 a.m. in Townsend, 9 a.m. in Brookline, Newfane, and Jamaica, and 10 a.m. in Wyndham, with all the polling places closing at 7 p.m. I now declare the annual meeting of the West River Union Modified Educational District closed. Have a great evening and everybody stay safe.